And today it's Psalm 33. All creation praise the Creator. A beautiful, beautiful psalm. If you read through it, it speaks of a time of peace. There's no mention of enemies anywhere in it. Every psalm has a deep meaning. They all have meaning. A lot of the time it's prophetic and in nature. But this psalm, no enemies. And it's representing a time of peace. And it's pointing to the beginning of the millennial reign of Messiah. All war is done. The great tribulation, done. It's over. And now starts the millennial reign. And so he begins with, so sing for joy to Adonai. You righteous. That'd be us then. Yeah. Praise Adonai with the harp. Sing praises to him with a 10-string lyre. We've got a couple of nice guitars. It's not a 10-string lyre, but it'll do. And it's a command. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous, is command. And if you're a blood-bought, card-carrying believer and you are born again, that wasn't by anything you've done. It was because God's good. And you're righteous because of him. Fair? And the more you mature in the faith, the more you really should realize just how unrighteous you are. And how incredibly righteous he is. Paul said, wretched as we are, who can save us from these bodies of death? Messiah Yeshua, thanks be to God. That's what it's about. We're righteous because God looks at us now. He looks at us the same way as he looked at the mercy seat on the Ark of the Covenant. On Yom Kippur, he saw the blood on the mercy seat. Yeshua's the mercy seat. And he sees the blood of his Passover lamb on the doorpost and lintel of your heart. And that was all his incredible grace. His mercy and incredible love, which strangely enough is the title for today's message. Anybody would think I planned it, but I didn't. Go figure. So praise is well suited to the upright. It's fitting. Why? Because we have our Yeshua. We have our salvation. And there's no price you can put on that. None. None. It's not something you'll miss when he comes back to rule and reign. This is the start of it here. Not something you can just fob off as, oh yeah, that's cool, Messiah's back, or whatever, fake news. That no, you're going to know. And everybody's going to be pushed down. Kavod, the weightiness of his glory. Shekhinah. Everybody's going to know. And we'll be celebrating like good ones. So let's praise him the way he deserves, eh? Praise Adonai with the harp. Praise him with the 10-string lyre. Sing to him a new song. What's the song? Where do you find the new song? New song? Anybody? What? Revelation. Who said that? You get a bonus point now. Well done. Revelation 14:3. A new song of redemption. Israel at this point, which includes us. We're grafted, right? That's redeemed now. She's waited so long. This is the millennial reign. So we will make music soon, our best shot. And we'll give him shouts of joy. shouts of joy, because we're redeemed and we're saved. Psalm 32, the psalm before, is all about forgiveness. This is all about your salvation. We've been forgiven. For the word of Adonai is upright. All his work is done in faithfulness. Because he's trustworthy and he is true. All his work is trustworthy and true. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the love of Adonai. So if you want to please the Lord, be full of righteousness and justice. It's full of his grace. The world's full of his grace. Meaning the evidence of his goodness is everywhere. By Adonai's word, the heavens were made. All the host by the breath of his mouth. That's it. That's all it took. Everything. That's unfathomable. Can't say that word. Fathomable. There you go. He just spoke it into motion. The word. The word. He gathers the waters of the sea together in a heap. He lays up deep waters in the storehouses. Speaks of his amazing power. All his greatness. Let all the earth fear Adonai. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. There's only one God. All mankind should show him respect. The deepest of respect, but they don't, do they? They will when the millennium comes. Because it'll be only his sons and daughters, and they already know to praise him. He spoke and it came to be. He commanded and it stood firm. Because God's in control. Whatever you think's going on in the world, you're looking at it and you're getting a bit fearful. Where's your fear? Who's in control? God's in control. Nobody else. He's pulling the strings. It doesn't matter what Satan thinks. God's pulling the strings. It's all in his hands. And the plan of Adonai stands forever. The purposes of his heart from generation to generation. Forever. Blessed is the nation whose God is Adonai. The people he chose for his inheritance. So we've got to let him be our God. If you want to be blessed, he's got to be your God. Let him drive the bus. He foils the purposes of the nations. He thwarts the plans of the peoples. Nothing gets past his desk. He's got it all in hand. And the plan of Adonai stands forever, the purposes of his heart. He looks down from heaven, he observes all of humanity. Nothing gets past his desk. Nothing. He sees everybody's heart. Nobody can fool him. Can fool one another, but we can't fool him. He knows. From his dwelling, he gazes on all the inhabitants of the world. He who fashions the hearts of all, who discerns all their deeds. How big's your God? How big is he? He sees us, he knows us. He knows how and what we think. He sees our intent. He knows our motivation that we've got in our heart. Sometimes we don't know, but he does. So maybe we need to just pull back a little bit. Not be so quick on the draw, eh? Not be so judgmental. Because we just don't know. We don't know what's going on in somebody's life.